43. When the rage and disgust subside, you know the love is there, but now it's detached, and that's the proper place for it. The reason is no longer a mystery. You are the source of your love. You are the source of joy. It's not to be found in any other, not even in her. Knowing this is true love. You are the source of life because you are life. You needed that reminder, but it was more than a reminder. It surprised you to realize joy is a choice, so choose it. It takes a while for certain things to sink in. In your case, we're talking about multiple issues and many lifetimes of pain and suffering. No one knows it all. Man builds on man to advance the whole. Even the sorrow, the madness, works wonders. Look at your own afflictions and see how it's true. At times, you feel hateful, disillusioned, angry. But when you look closely at why, you'll find it's because of your expectations. The world isn't here to please you. That's your own affair. The world isn't here to make you happy. That's your own choice. A look at all those miserable faces should teach you that the world isn't here to make you secure. That's an inside job. Let those difficult feelings run their course. You'll eventually return to the internal wonder, your own magical experience. You can leave the world alone and still be part of it. So, you reached out and got disillusioned. You shared and it fell on deaf ears. You sought a connection and found none. Let's look at why. Were you needy? Were you looking for them to stop your pain? Were you seeking them to validate your own experience? Are you still that little lost boy? Could this mean it's time to grow up? You've encountered many along the way, and they all let you down. But look at what they've helped you realize. Yes, the lessons have been hard, but whose head was hard, theirs or yours? We went over it again with Saturn's help. You can see why now, the absolute necessity of that kind of relentless thoroughness, though it was extremely difficult. We showed you yet again what needed tweaking so you could be strong and honoring your truth. You've had some obstacles cleared and some more sleep removed from your eyes so you could see the truth. That soft, soapy nonsense has come to an end as far as you're concerned. So, rejoice. We know you're not going to forget this time. Accept and honor your anger, that little boy's rage, the child who cries, "Stop hurting me." There will be no more lies, no more allowing yourself to be controlled, no more denying the truth. You are the one who stops the cycle of abuse, self-inflicted, by allowing it. Saturn has blessed you by helping you put the bat down that you wielded against yourself. Now you have the power to defend yourself from their weapons. Spare no quarter, but do it with self-love. You don't hate them, and you no longer hate yourself. Spread your wings and fly. You are aware that the signals, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are one. No one can conceal who they are. You know it when someone doesn't like you, but that's irrelevant. The issue is, do you like yourself? Do you like yourself enough to take care of you? This rule exists in relationships. It's part of the contrast. It's how you establish who you are. And who you are requires you to set boundaries. The animal kingdom should teach you the truth of this. So, do not fear to set yours. Sometimes a strong hand is needed, and sometimes not. And as you've learned, you can't mark your territory and please others at the same time. When this lesson appears and you recognize it, know it will reappear until it is learned. Saturn and his allies are your friends. When you have gained mastery of his kingdom, you will sit beside him on his throne. You call the shots. You say yes or no to life. To take back your power, listen to your feelings. We will say it yet again. What feels good? What doesn't? Now you realize why the prophet was told, don't be afraid of their faces. Let's examine this. Why not just say, don't fear them? Why the emphasis on their faces? It became clear. You just woke up to why the fearful can't look one another in the eye. Let's go deeper. Why are they so afraid? Could it be the world is still stuck in the contrast, the fearful one, cut off from their true nature, which is a fearless freedom, an unhindered expression of self? The fear becomes the predominant reality. Are these fearful times? Or has it been that way for a long time? Why else would children enjoy Halloween? Why would they want to scare themselves? Could it be the collective brainwashing, the conditioning, the propaganda, the result of that self-imposed incarceration, the self-sellout, the self-hate? We could go deeper, really deep, but Is it necessary? Let's just put it this way to help you get it. Underneath those uniforms are naked apes. See beyond the facades and you'll be free. Then you'll no longer be afraid of their faces.